I thought I knew Danny. I thought we were solid, untouchable even. But on our 1-year anniversary, I walked into a nightmare. She was cheating with someone I'd been told not to worry about. Her roommate. And somehow, I was the one being made to feel like the problem. It all started in late 2023. I'd just started a new job in downtown Chicago, and Danny joined a few weeks later as a graduate intern. She had this quiet confidence, masculine style, always put together. The kind of person who stands out without trying. I noticed her immediately. I didn't walk up to her that day. I did that subtle thing where you position yourself to be seen. Small compliments in the break room, casual smiles in passing, lingering just long enough to catch her attention. Weeks later, I noticed her friend grinning over in my direction, seemingly teasing Danny about me. Danny blushed lightly, glancing away, and I knew she'd noticed me too. A few days after, that friend nudged her. "You should just get their number already." Danny hesitated, muttering, maybe later. But later came that night, in the form of a text. That's how it began. We didn't start dating immediately. We just flirted. A lot. Texts that lasted late into the night, little teasing that made your stomach twist because you both knew something was there, but no one admitted it outright. At work, she was different though. Warm on the phone, distant in person. Almost like she didn't want anyone to know what was happening. I could understand and tried to ignore it at first, but after a while, it started to feel off. Then I pulled back, decided to go ghost, but she came to find me. It was the cutest reaction. She walked across the office building, a completely different block, just to talk to me, not minding our colleagues' curious glances. Her determination, her flush of nerves, the way she laughed awkwardly when she caught me staring, it made my chest tighten in a way I hadn't expected. From that moment, we moved fast. Lunches turned into coffee breaks that stretched for hours, and eventually, we were officially together. Things got more serious between us, and Danny started showing signs of jealousy. I'm not a very jealous person, but she wanted me to cut off anyone I was talking to romantically. I didn't mind. I liked her. I was focused on her. The problem was, she wasn't willing to do the same. She continued flirting with other people, brushing it off casually. That double standard slowly wore me down. It led to fights. Small arguments at first, escalating into tense silences and harsh words, until we broke up for a month. But we missed each other terribly. The texts started again, gentle and cautious at first, then teasing, then late-night calls. And before I knew it, a movie date turned into being at her apartment. We had sex that night. It was incredible. It clouded my better judgment, made everything else fade away. When she asked me out afterward, I said yes. We became exclusive that day, and for a moment, I thought we were stronger than ever. When we became exclusive, I cut off everyone I was talking to and focused entirely on her. I thought she did the same. It wasn't a crazy expectation. I tried to accommodate her, tried not to get upset at the flirting or the attention she gave other people. But I was wrong. Very wrong. I realized then that it wasn't just about jealousy. It was about honesty, fairness, and respect. And those things were already starting to crack. There was another layer I had been ignoring. Her roommate, Maya. They'd been living together since before I met her. At first, it seemed normal. Close friends, supportive. But over time, it became clear. It wasn't just friendship. Danny would drop plans at a moment's notice. She left in the middle of dates to help Maya with cramps or a broken appliance. Once, she left my apartment at 2 a.m. because Maya said she was scared someone had broken in. Another time, she skipped a brunch I'd planned because Maya needed emotional support after a fight with a coworker. I tried to let it slide. Maybe I was overthinking it. But every time I saw her prioritize Maya over me, a little piece of trust chipped away. December came, our 1-year anniversary. I decided to surprise her at her apartment. I walked in and froze. I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
Quick pause. If you are enjoying this story, hit that like button. It really helps me bring more stories like this to you.
Maya and Danny together. My girlfriend was being topped by her roommate. Intimate in a way she'd never let me. That sight punched me in the gut. I confronted Maya first, my anger spilling over. "You bitch! I knew it! You've been trying to come between Danny and me!" I yelled, my voice breaking. And then, something I didn't expect. Maya looked me square in the eye. "You're the one who came between us," she said calmly. My brain went blank. She pointed out that she and Danny had been together since they moved in, long before I even came into the picture. That Danny was with me only to prove a point. Danny barely said anything at first. She just stood there, caught between shock and guilt, murmuring, "It's not what you think," she stammered. The betrayal wasn't just the intimacy. It was the truth of how long this had been going on, and the realization that I'd been made to look like a fool. I doubted myself, trusted her words, but I knew it. My gut feeling was right. A week later, Danny came to my apartment. She said she was polyamorous, had been nurturing multiple relationships all along. Very convenient. She had all sorts of reasons for lying, excuses, but I wasn't going back. We slept together one last time, and it was still incredible, still so intoxicating. But after that, I cut her off completely. No calls, no texts. She's tried reaching out, but I'm done. It wasn't just about cheating. It was the dishonesty, the double standards, the way I was made to feel crazy for noticing. Now I'm focused on myself, and I know not to trust the unsuspecting roommate.
Thank you for listening. If you like this kind of storytelling, go ahead and subscribe. There's plenty more real, messy, emotional stories coming your way.